Copy. Okay, right, if you could X out the level to the main screen. I'll go over the rules again, but you probably already know it. I don't. Fine, accept. Hide this. Why won't this go off my screen? Hold on. Go off the screen. What are you? What? No. Okay. Right. Okay, so we are going, so basically, again, 2 rounds, 15 minutes, then 5-minute break, and another 15 minutes. You can play the last attempt after the timer goes off for each half, and it will still count. Anything after will not. You can choose to deafen set timer for 15 minutes when I say go, so you know when to turn it off, or you can deafen during the level at some spot, or you can not at all. It is your choice. For people watching, we have it on the spreadsheet, but in case you can't read, it says Canada is on the bottom of the screen, so this bottom screen shows Canada. Switzerland is on the left-hand side at the top. Is Poland still in? Yes, Poland is still in, I believe. And this is around the 32, so we're into the knockouts, so whoever wins this moves on, the other person gets fully eliminated. So, with that said, I have the timer here put up for 15 minutes. So, let's go here, here. Right, your time is gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so, last time we did this, we had a very, very interesting few games. We'll see if this one can also be as interesting as those. Switzerland is probably the more of an underdog team for this match, considering that they weren't expected to do as well as they did in their group, and Canada right now has one of the most amount of people in the tournament in their team. They are currently at qualifying. Qualifying for this level is at 62. We'll see if they can reach it. Over halfway in. Dies, so it's just gonna be a singular point. If I go to announcements and I scroll up, I can check their seeding again. So keep in mind that in terms of seed rankings, Canada is ranked 23 and Switzerland is ranked 10. So it is kind of a weird case in which we expected with numbers and, you know, achievements that Canada would be the higher ranked one, but Switzerland did really good in their group stage, so they are actually the better nation of the two here.
I did see a few completions from Switzerland before the match.
Oh yeah, I was gone, so I didn't see those. But yeah, I mean, Switzerland is looking more consistent here. That's gonna be the second point of the match already. Yet to see a run into the 30s from Switzerland. That was... wait, yeah, it's 2 points for Canada.
My bad. From what I've seen and I played a bit, the first half is pretty hard.
Yeah, most people get hard stuck during this for a lot of attempts at this like wave and the bit on the ship. Another good run for Canada. Could be something here at the ball for Switzerland. It's looking, yep, this is gonna be their first qualifying. 62 for 5 points they need to get. Canada's on track, but we've seen people die here. It doesn't. We're gonna see at least 5 points here. 81 is gonna be for Tan. Let's see if they can reach it. It's looking like a pretty decent run, and also very good for Switzerland. They're gonna make it to the 5-point mark. But, oh, and they die, so Switzerland gets their first 5 points, but we might be looking at a completion here for Canada. We have seen people die to the last wave, so it's not entirely out of the question that this happens with a 96 death. It's not. 3, 4, and that's gonna be the first completion of the match. Canada is gonna get 20 points there, so Switzerland did come up, but that is gonna push them into the lead securely. Bean, is Portugal qualified? No, I think they got eliminated, if I remember correctly, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure they got eliminated. This is Switzerland's chance to get back here. We had a couple beginning deaths for Canada here, but qualifying on Switzerland's end. If you're wondering how everyone's doing, I mean, if you go to announcements in our Discord server, there is a map for the round of 32, so there are countries that made it for all the ones in the round of 32. But this is a good run for Switzerland. 5 points minimum here. Could match Canada. I mean, all we need is that completion, and that's gonna put them above Canada. We have seen a lot of people die to the ship part. It looks more like nerves than anything, the reason of death. But, Switzerland passes it. Gets to the final segment. Just 4 more clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a completion! That will sway the board entirely. That is going to put Switzerland in the lead, but it's only by a couple points. Again, pretty close game. We're noticing now that we're in the round of 32, a lot of these matches end up being a lot closer, so they're definitely more entertaining. And this is going to be a pretty decent run for Canada. There's still just over 9 minutes on the clock for the first half. Remember, there's 2 halves. This also could be a good run for Switzerland. They're gonna try and stabilize the point difference here. It is going to be qualifying. And it is going to be 5 points at least for Canada. And Canada is going to bag 5 points, I believe. Putting them in the lead again. But that is going to probably be counteracted here by Switzerland in due time. And it is going to be 5 points at least, so that does keep Switzerland in the lead, but barely by 3 points. In this beginning bit, it's not surprising we're seeing deaths here. I play Paroxysm. I haven't necessarily played much of Anoxysm, so I can't comment on it, but I mean, we can just tell from how other people have played it that the beginning is definitely the hardest part. This is gonna be qualifying for Canada. Barely, but it is gonna be 1 point. That narrows it down to a 2-point difference. Both of them are at the ship. Usually when one does well, the other one always does well for some reason. It happens every match. We're gonna see it again. Double qualification here. We're gonna just see 1 point from Switzerland, so this is going to be a chance for Canada to close the gap here. In fact, they will overtake if 5 points are gained here. Gets into the ship, and there will be at least 5 points. It's gonna be 5. That puts them in the lead again. But there's still only 2 points between them. Very, very close match so far, but I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's gonna be close till the end. I mean, we saw what happened a couple matches ago.
The second half, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't even now. It's like the second half of the first part. It just went downhill for one of the teams. So we might see a repeat here. It is going to be qualifying again for Canada. They're going to extend their lead a bit. But it's going to be counteracted by qualifying for Switzerland. And that is going to be at least 5 points. That's going to be 5 points for Canada. Bring them at 38. But it's going to be at least 5 points for Switzerland here, so they can close the gap. In fact, they can take the lead if this goes to at least 81. There is under 5 minutes of the first half to go. And it's looking like it's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be at least 10 points. This is gonna put Switzerland back into the lead. And will be a completion. It will help them. No!
Ooh.
No! Dies to the last couple of spikes there. It's just going to be 10 points. That could make or break the game. If it continues at this pace, that 2 jumps might make or break the game. I believe that was also a point for Canada there, just barely into 34. If I'm not mistaken. You can recheck if you want, but that looked like a 34. I don't know if we've ever seen someone die to the cube jumps. That was a sad death, but it means the match is still close. They're even Stevens right now on percentage. Oh, Canada dies. Keep in mind there is only 3 minutes and 40 seconds left of the first half. Qualifying again from Switzerland. I wouldn't enjoy. I mean, I think most people for this level would be fine, but I'm not that fond of moving objects. I feel like I would low-key be getting tripped out by like half of this level. Both of them.
I'm assuming it's relying a lot of muscle memory.
Both of them are on qualifying right now. At least 5 points for Switzerland. They're gonna try and make up for that previous death under 3 minutes to go. Can they make it to 81 this time? Canada's also on a pretty good run. They're gonna try and diminish the gain that Switzerland is about to get. This is gonna be at least 10 points for Switzerland. Can they not fumble this time and make it through? That is gonna be 5 points to Canada. Switzerland is gonna definitely make ground here. Canada is now in the lead, but it doesn't matter because 1, 2, 3, 4. That is gonna be a completion for Switzerland. 20 points on the board. For the first time in this match, we have a nation with a decent lead. Still, 1 completion is all it takes, but... qualifying from Canada. It's just gonna be a point. Sadly, right now they're gonna need more than just 1 pointers if they want to close the gap. This is gonna be crazy. Canada has one of the biggest member counts in the tournament. If they get out here, that's gonna sway the results. I mean, we already had Somalia, which was expected to, you know, potentially win the whole thing. I actually thought they were gonna win the whole thing, and they're out round of 32. So this is very surprising. Sad that for Canada there. 1:15 to go. Under a minute right now. It's looking like it's gonna be a dual qualifying attempt. Canada needs to hope that Switzerland doesn't get far here, dies soon, and they can grab a completion. It's not looking like it, but we rarely see deaths in this spider apart from anyone. And it is going to be a... No, it isn't! Okay, 61! Ooh. That is gonna help Canada. Just 1 point from Switzerland there. They were actually 1 point away from getting that 5. That is gonna affect them by a decent amount.
That's crazy.
If Canada gets a good run here, that could even things out again. They really need that. Sadly, Switzerland's gotten unlucky on two you know, point difference percentages. That is time, so this is the player's last attempt. It will be a sad death, but still 10 points to Canada, putting them to 55. The gap is back to being under 10. Another qualifying for Switzerland, but this is their final attempt of the first half. We still have that second half to play. It's not over yet. Switzerland looking to not fail at 61 this time, hopefully, and sad times, bro. Another 61 death. Very, very painful. But that is going to still keep them in the lead, but it's anyone's game still, under 10 point difference. Right, good job, guys. So, you guys have a 5-minute break to practice. If Onyx, if you could put in big text at the bottom, if you like scroll down and say we're on break or something. Just in really big text, because people are pretty blind here. But congrats to both of you there. Make use of your practice. Your 5-minute break. Is there another level? There's not another level. They are playing the same one, but because realistically with a time span we can't really have people practice multiple levels, but they will be doing a second half of this one. Thought that was it? No, that was the first half. We have 50 more minutes to go. So it is still anyone's game. It is still anyone's game.
Like...
wait, okay, me and you, Onyx, let's bet. We have to, one of us bets on one, the other bets on the other. I'm gonna bet on Canada, low-key, because I feel like Switzerland keeps messing up these final point values, so...
It's true. Switzerland messed up on, like, almost on the next point stage.
Yeah, 61,
but they are very consistent.
And last cube death. That is sad. That would be an extra, what, like, 10 points for 8, like 18 points or so? I mean... we'll be putting them in the lead by a lot. Who's playing? We don't know their GD name. Oh wait, I'll look on their accounts. If you want a GD name. Round of 32. In Canada is splints and Switzerland. My phone isn't showing links on their accounts, but I mean you can see it there. I'll hover over it. Oh, there it is. Okay, I am back. I like how because of this tournament, we're like manually making these levels have got like a bajillion victors.
Yeah.
Imagine I pick like I should have picked like a really obscure one, so then it just goes from like 2 victors to like 15. Okay, if you guys want, we can start up again. So, let me set the timer back up. Your second 15-minute half now is gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. We are now entering the second half. Still anyone's game. Now, Canada did get a bit more practice in than Switzerland did, so we'll see if that helps them any bit. Switzerland is doing pretty well. Dice at 29, no points awarded. No one's doing specifically well here. Canada could get to qualifying here. The first qualifying of the first half. Barely, or second half. Barely does. That's gonna be 56. Not much points difference here. It's looking like Canada's a bit more consistent here than Switzerland. Because that is going to be the second Canada qualifying run.
We could see Canada catch up.
I mean, even just 5 points puts them practically beside each other. Both of them are at qualifying, but that's gonna be 1 point for Switzerland. If this is 10 points, we could see Canada take the lead again. Oh my goodness, it is going to be prediction. Dies 83, a death we've seen a lot, but that is going to put them a couple points above Switzerland. I mean, even if Switzerland doesn't win here, they still have a very good chance of winning. But even if they don't, I mean, keep in mind, they, like, did better than, was it Russia? Wasn't Russia in their group bracket, and they beat Russia? Which is a pretty good team. And some other good teams. Like, it was a very impressive run from them. But, I mean, they're definitely not out yet. They're neck and neck right now. And it's going to be at least 5, so they're going to be back in the lead after this.
The lead switches back and forth, and honestly, this is really cool.
Hi, I joined. How does this work? They have a set amount of days to practice a level. They send in, each country sends in a member, and then based on how far they get, we award certain points. Best winner after 30 minutes wins. It's more detailed than that, but that's pretty much what happens. And that was gonna be a completion from Switzerland. 20 points awarded. That's gonna put them majorly in the lead. But yeah, this one is a lot more interesting. Usually we do see like maybe 1 or 2 swaps.
Yeah.
This is being constant, but that could be a nail in the coffin. Second half completion.
This could be a match where the final attempt could decide everything.
Yeah, probably will.
I mean, currently not because of the lead, but like...
Canada's only problem is that when they overtake, it's always like, they always get immediately kind of pushed back. And that's going to be qualifying again from Switzerland. And sadly, is that just going to be 1 point? Was that 5? I think that was just a singular point. You can recheck it.
Checking the VAR.
The points that... Wait, I'll recheck it.
Yeah. 58, it's only 1 point.
Yeah, sad. And that is gonna be Switzerland locking in again. It's gonna be at least 5 points. They're definitely taking the lead here. Under 10 minutes to go. Sad 87 death. That's just gonna be 10 points. I say just, but that is putting them majorly in the lead now. We need a really good run from Canada, probably a completion, if we want to see something here. A completion would close the gap a lot. That could definitely do something, but it needs to be 20 points. It can't just be 10. Sadly, it's not. It's just gonna be 5.
Map.
There's still 9 to go. 9 minutes, so... Still anyone's game. Switzerland has very much surprised me during this. They're a team of only a couple members as well, so... Qualifying again from Canada, they seem to be more consistent now. It's gonna be 1 point, sadly. They need to do better than this if they want to catch up now. This is gonna be qualifying for Switzerland. And qualifying from Canada. Oh, barely, but it is gonna be 1 point again. Now just a 20-point difference, but doesn't really matter because we have a pretty good run from Switzerland here. They're kind of running away in the second half with it. It's gonna be at least 10 points. And it will just be 10, but that still puts them over 100 now, and that is also going to be barely another 1 point for Canada. Putting them at 75.
Oh, I, yeah.
I mean, Canada can still come back. It just needs to be a crazy performance now. I mean, we've seen it done before. If they can get lucky and Switzerland kind of goes on a good run hiatus, and Canada can lock in a bit, I can see them coming back. It's gonna be qualifying again for Switzerland. Same for Canada. Ooh, 60! That's just gonna be a singular point for Switzerland.
Oh.
These mistakes might end up costing them. They've done a couple during this. Realistically, they should be way further ahead. If this is a completion, it could close the gap. I mean, there is still around 6 minutes to go here. Enough to get a good amount of runs in. There's always a chance it's at least going to be 10 points. Canada hasn't seen that in a while, so that's going to be good. Sad death at 84 there, but it is going to be 10. I mean, they're getting closer. Bean, you probably don't remember when you made that high ascent video. My level was on there. Well, I will remember. I don't know which level. I remember like looking. I remember each levels. I just don't remember who made them. I'll check after this what level it was. But congrats. Okay, both of them are doing pretty good here. I know there was when I was looking, I know there was one like auto level that was like crazy send count, and that was unrated. There was a couple others I looked at, but I won't remember the names, but I remember what they look like. This is a good run for both of them. And they're gonna both reach 5 points here, at least. Canada needs to do better here. They need to pray that Switzerland doesn't go far. Where am I from? Half Scottish, half Northern Ireland, Irish, born in England, lived most of my life in Spain, so figure out what I am. No, that's gonna be a sad death. Just 10 points to Canada. I mean, normally that would be really good, and that would get them closer, but sadly Switzerland locked in, and that's gonna be 20 points for them. A completion.
Only 30 points apart.
Under 4 minutes to go. I don't know if Canada can do it. They need to put on a masterclass. That's gonna be crazy, but because like Switzerland in the round of 16, I did not expect. Let me quickly check who they're gonna have to go up against if they make it. Because if they make it, they might have a difficult one, considering where they are. They're gonna be going up against either. Well, actually, they're going up against either Sweden or San Marino. I feel like Sweden's a really good nation, but I feel like low-key Switzerland could get far in this. I mean, if it's San Marino that wins, I think they've got it. If it's Sweden, less of a chance. But you know, I would say Sweden's pretty close to Canada in skill, so there's a chance. There's a chance. 3 minutes to go. Canada needs to lock in like now. We are gonna see qualifying here. It needs to be like realistically a completion here, or they're pretty much out. And sadly for them, and happily for Switzerland, it looks like they're gonna also counteract it with a qualifying of their own. That's good. That's sad. That's not gonna help them at all. One singular point. Bringing them up to 96. There is 2 minutes and 25 seconds to go. It's not looking like they're gonna get anything here. And it's just gonna be an extended lead from Switzerland here, absolutely dominating. I did not know Switzerland was this good at the game. It's gonna be qualifying again for Canada, but I don't know how much it matters now. Under 2 minutes to go, with a completion potentially inbound for Switzerland. They locked in this second half entirely. Still a really good performance from Canada, but like over 100 points when the levels are this hard. That's crazy, which they might get. That is gonna be 20 points for Switzerland, a completion, bring them to 145. I'm pretty sure Canada's out now, but they're still gonna put on a performance here. We got 5 more points here, at least. San Marino? Yeah, San Marino made it out of the group stage, surprisingly. No, it's sad that they're gonna get completion now when it's like practically over, but I mean 1, 2, 3, 4, that's gonna be 20 points to go. That's gonna bring them to... Yeah, no, I don't think it's doable. Even with the mishaps from Switzerland. I mean, yeah, with 45 seconds to go, I don't think it's possible. So I think Switzerland has indeed won. But that was a beautiful performance from Canada. The completion at the end.
They were neck and neck for most of the match.
The entire first half, and then a little bit into the second half. Switzerland just kind of got into a flow state, I feel like, and then took it from there. Canada didn't exactly perform any worse than they did before, and just Switzerland locked in, even with less practice there at the break, and it's going to be a qualifying to end it out from both of them by the looks of things. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is their last attempts here. So that is official that Switzerland has won. And we'll move on to the round of 16 against either Switzerland or San Marino.
Sweden.
Or Sweden, sorry, Sweden. But, language.
Switzerland versus Switzerland.
Switzerland, let's
Stay
go.
tuned.
Come on, who are you placing bets? Personally, I have it on Switzerland. So I can see Switzerland overtaking. They're an underdog. That is 5 points to Switzerland there. Oh, too many Switzerlands are being said in this video. I'm gonna hate the word by the end.
German Switzerland versus French Switzerland.
I can't wait for San Marino versus San Marino. I can't wait for Azerbaijan versus Azerbaijan as the true final that we've been hiding. Sadly, we're seeing Canada like lock in here, but it's last second. It is gonna be 10 points. So that is gonna be it. Switzerland wins 150 to 126. Honestly, I mean, by the second half, it looked like Switzerland was dominating, but when you look at the scoreboard here, not much in it. Like a completion and a couple points. That's all the difference was. I used the break to calm. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. But, yeah.
Yeah, meditate.
Yeah, zone in. But that was very impressive from both of you. Congrats. If you, I mean, okay, you can type it in the GD comment section there for the Switzerland team. But like, are you ready for the Sweden versus San Marino? Like, do you think your team could potentially win that round? I might as well ask this to the winners each time. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, fair enough. We'll see. But, yep, that is going to be it for today. Thanks for everyone watching that came. 64 people live at the end of this. Once it's over, that's pretty impressive. I'm happy that a lot of people care for it now that we're out of the group stage. But, yeah. Is Poland out? I don't think so. So, yep, thanks for watching.
I don't think the match happened yet.
I will see you in the next ones. So we have a couple tomorrow, I think. And, yeah, peace.